What is up, peoples? What is up, peoples? What is up, peoples? It is your boy MM2K back again with a very special episode of SSC Podcast. I'm excited. I hope you're excited because we got some special guests. But before we get into the special guests and who they are today, let me first introduce to you the co-host of this show, my good friend Project Storm. Storm, how are you doing today, my good friend?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good, man. I had a busy day at work, but it don't stop me from coming home having fun, man, especially with the guests that we got today. So I'm ready, man. Let's get into it.
Absolutely. Don't stop. Won't stop. All right. Well, first and foremost, we're going to introduce a familiar face to you. You guys know him in the Stadia community. Mr. Talented, Mr. Musician, you know what I'm saying? We should have had him on eons ago, right, Storm? My bad. You know,
Word.
I slipped up. But our good friend, he did a killer interview the other day, too. Our good friend, Rick Tone, 87. Rick Tone, how are you doing today, my good friend?
What up, people? I'm good. Feeling good to be here, baby.
I'm glad you're here, man. Hell of an interview, man. A lot of people, you know.
Yeah, tons of fun.
We're if you haven't caught that interview that Rick Tone did yesterday.
Check it out, baby.
Yeah, and it was a great interview to hold on International Women's Day. So wow, man, kudos to you. This is a very talented brother. So hopefully you guys will tune in and we'll do our part to try to highlight his platform as well. All right, but Rick Tone, thank you so much for joining us today. Can't wait to talk these topics with you. And last but certainly not least, somebody that created a video out there that just like was rippling through the Stadia community. And people were just like, wow, man, see, this is just testament. When you don't listen to the idiot herd out there and you don't want to just belong and fall off the cliff like Wile E. Coyote, you know what I'm saying? You run into great content like this. And it's our good friend, our new friend, and I hope our forever friend, Mr. Proper's Place. Mr. Proper Place, how are you doing today?
What's good, man? I'm good. Can't complain.
Absolutely. Hey, man, very well put together video. We'll talk more about it later. You know what I'm saying? But what was your inspirations for wanting to do that video explaining Stadia?
It was a little bit of what I went through with it because I saw it. I had a couple of friends playing it and it intrigued me. So a lot of things like that. I don't like to judge by what other people say. I like to experience it before anything. So I was like, you know what? I need a gaming platform to play off of stream. So I was like, let me go ahead and try this out. It doesn't seem like there's much I need to invest into it. So let me do it. And I tried it out and got my own opinion about it.
Absolutely.
So when I streamed some of the games, people asked me about it. So I was like, let me just put a video together. And hopefully I'll answer all their questions, the same questions I had. So,
and see, Proper, that's the place too. That's the thing too that I think a lot of us we need to be at. You know, and that's what makes this community unique. So you'll fit right in, you know, right. And you play everything. That's what makes this whole panel unique, right, Storm? Is that we play everything, you know? But in that case, he didn't just pick up an article. He didn't say, well, Jason Schreier said, so let me leave it alone. He said, no, I hear this buzz about this platform. Let me pick it up and try it myself. And people, you're just you're that close to doing it as well. Because really, if you got a Google account, you're halfway there to playing Stadia. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to you, man. Excellent video.
Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you for joining us. So let me pay some bills. You know how I got to do, Storm. I got to pay the bills, man. Got to pay the bills. Got to keep the lights on, man. Got to keep the lights on. Got to keep the stock arrayed. You know what I'm saying? To keep the roaches out. Okay. First and foremost, today we have SSC Podcast, co-hosted by myself and Project Storm. That airs every Wednesday, normally at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But today, to accommodate everybody and our special guests as well, we're starting at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, maybe this works out a little bit more for people. Who knows? Our lemons turn into your lemonade. With that said, next on Thursdays and tomorrow, we do a show called The Commission Podcast that is also co-hosted by Project Storm, myself, Snow Bunny Gaming, and Tron of the Sick Humor and King Thrash Roundtable Podcast. Check that out every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On Saturdays, we run a show, me and Project Storm. Again, it's called SML Podcast, where we talk about Stadia and all things gaming, but it's an interactive show for you to call in, give us your thoughts, your suggestions, your concerns, all that good stuff via phone or viewer mail. We air that every 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturdays, either on my channel, or I'm sorry, excuse me, the hell am I talking about? Either on Project Storm's channel.
See, hold on, wait a minute. That's why John Scar was going to replace you, man, on Saturday. But go ahead, continue, man.
Yeah, I watched that.
Continue, man. I know this. Hey, I'm sorry, y'all. This is the Stadia Dosage platform. I had no business opening my mouth, man. Continue, man.
hey, John, if you watching, hey, stay away from my job, man. I need every penny I can get. Now, John will make a great host here. But we air that every 11 a.m. on Saturday, every Saturday. It's either on the Stadia Dosage platform or Project Storm's channel. Last but not least, Yang meets Yang of Gaming, where two totally separate minds of thinking or different minds of thinking altogether, it ain't got to necessarily just be two, they attack the latest and greatest in gaming news. They deep dive, debate, all that good stuff. One of my favorite shows, just period. I'm not just saying that because they're part of PNTS Network. It's one of the shows that live on demand, you gotta catch the show. It airs on at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Snow Bunny Gaming's channel. And I think that is it for all of the PNTS news. I'm gonna start with our guests. We're gonna work it backwards. My homie, Proper, what have you been playing this past week?
Actually, the one off the top of my head, I did try the Little Nightmares. I was playing that. Me and my daughter always play the. We get into the scary games sometimes, and just played a little Nightmares. It definitely got me, bro. It's like, what the hell's going on in this game, man? Yeah, it had me a little freaked out. But we'll continue it the next time. Next time they come through, and I always be playing a little Outcasters. And then I did try the Pixel Junk Raiders. I actually streamed that. I thought that was pretty cool. Other than that, playing a little Outriders demo. Played Guild Wars 2 yesterday. I'm a partner with ArenaNet, so had to meet those obligations, pay the bills, as you say.
Right.
And then I've been trying to I need to get back on my Persona Strikers, but
okay,
like you said, we play all the games, and that's the. So yeah,
absolutely. I mean, look, we didn't all just wake up. I mean, a lot of people said, you know what, I've been out of gaming, and Stadia brought me back into gaming. But a lot of us have had other systems and prior systems, so we know how it is, man. Shoot, I was tearing it up on my PC the other day, playing some Anthem of all games. Yuck, right? No, Anthem. I love that game, but some quirky stuff going on. But Rick Tone, what you been, you know, from everything from Stadia to whatever you've been playing, what you been playing the last week, bro?
Yeah. What I've been playing is Marvel Avengers. I still haven't completed the campaign. I jumped kind of straight to the multiplayer. But one of the strong points in that game is the campaign. But I played a little campaign. I played with some friends, another Stadia streamer, Kiefer Fur. I was playing with him, Scar King, and the whole gang. D-Mac, y'all know D-Mac. So we were all playing the other day. So yeah, I was putting in a bunch of hours in that. A little Destiny 2, just helping out the clan. Like, I don't play as much myself, but you know what I'm saying? The clan always needs something, so I hop in, help them out. What else? I've been playing some Xbox stuff too. Just like some sparingly stuff. That Outriders demo for sure.
Oh man.
Yeah. That Outriders demo is the truth. I'm gonna be covering that game like everything, bro. So yeah, pretty much that right there. Just gearing up for April 1st, man.
Yep. Got you. I got you. Project Storm, my brother dropped like 7 games every 5 minutes. I was trying to be like you this week. And then you know what happened, Storm?
What up?
I got curb stomped in Madden. Shout out to the Larry the gamer guy. He whooped my ass.
Larry.
Hey, yo. Yeah, he killed me, bro. I want to see y'all two go against each other. You got to extract revenge from me.
I took an L, man. I took an L. Shout out to the homie Knicks. We go hard, man. Wolfgang, we had a good one. Yeah, hey, we matched up on the rank. You know what I'm saying? We just both happened to be searching for a match, and and we got matched up because. And that, you know what's so funny? That's the first time we ever got matched up, and he's almost number 1 on the leaderboard. He might be number 2 right now. I know he was 3 or 4, but he might be number 2 on the leaderboard. So, we matched up, and we never matched up when everybody was on, even with the free weekend and all that stuff, but we matched up and had a hellified defensive game, man. Now, I dropped a couple key interceptions, but the brother came out the ball, and he gave me my 6th loss, man. But what does that mean? That means we're going to be going at it all the time now because I got my competition. See, I've been trying to fill out people, and I know I said I was going to be doing a weekly Madden stream, but see, I thought everybody was scared to play me, man. So I played a little Madden. Yeah. I'll jump right into the games, and I played a little bit of PUBG. On the Series X. I played some on the PC. I played some Control. Excellent, fantastic, ray tracing and everything. Control, y'all. It's the truth, right? So then I jumped over to some Rogue Company with the homies Chase and Kill, and whenever Kai and 6'4" and everybody else jump in, man, we go hard on that Rogue Company. So I played some of that. I just jumped on the Watch Dogs Legion because I saw Johnny Lewis say something about it. Shout out to Johnny Lewis in the chat. Say something about that Watch Dogs Legion online. So I just had to boot that up, and guess what? Janky ass performance, so I can't really rock with it right now. So one thing y'all know, I'm gonna keep it real. I rocks with Stadia is number 1. It's never gonna change for me until somebody knocks it. I don't want to use that word until they knock it off the block, man. But right now, Stadia is the truth. I played some Doom Eternal, man. Do you want me to keep on going, man, or do you want me to go ahead and just let everybody else go? Do we have a show to do or what, man? Because I jumped on some Doom Eternal. This is the show, brother. Shout out to 6'4" for stopping through, man. You can't get me started about these games. That's why me, Proper's Place, Rick Tone, MM2K, that's why we're here doing what we do. That's why the chat is showing up right now. I see y'all out there, man. Yeah. Right? So we're going to have a hell of a show, man. I'm ready to jump into it, y'all. These games are what we're all about, and that's the way it should be. Absolutely. So I'm staying off the Twitter streets, man. You know this, Moss? I didn't jump into anything today, man. I put a like on stuff, man, and I stayed off and it's great for me to stay off the Twitter streets, especially when my brother is out there, you know what I'm saying, and people we trying to come at my brother's neck. It's kind of hard to restrain myself, man, but I talked to Chase yesterday, man. We had a conversation. Chase shout out to Chase. Shout out to my brother. He's doing this thing, and he said, look, man, this is my week off, bro. I'm chilling. I ain't, and it just made me think about it. Like, you know what? I need to chill myself, man, because I get tired of fighting the never ending. Now I won't give up, but I get tired of sometimes when you get the idiot herd, like you say, when they come out here and start talking, what can you say to them?
Exactly.
So that's it, man.
Yep. I did a Stadia live session Tuesday. I normally do it on Mondays, but I did it one Tuesday. And that was because on Monday, really up until this morning, I had like this killer headache. I don't know what happened. I don't know what spawned it. I don't know if it was too much caffeine or sodium. I don't know what spawned it, but it lasted all over the weekend. My wife trying to get me to go to the hospital. I'm stubborn. Like, no, I'm a tough to start. I'm tough man Jack, right? So then, but I couldn't think clearly. And I was like, I can't really think clearly and do what I normally do to create content. So I need to relax until this thing subsides. Let me play some games. And I was playing an ish ton of games, y'all. And I'm here to let you know. Everything that Project Storm just professed to, that's how I'm dealing with things, man. Like today, throughout the week, we've had situations where people want to pick fights and stuff. They don't want to have like detailed conversations, but from different perspectives, they want to pick fights. I'm not picking fights no more because I know how I can get. You know what I'm saying? It's about the games. Nice. If you don't like it, fine. I'm going to be frank with y'all. If you don't like Stadia, I frankly don't care. I really don't care. Right. Your voice should be heard. Don't get me wrong. And if you got issues, but if you want to abandon the platform, go. Like Clive said, go. I don't need you to make an announcement to me. Me liking the platform is not synonymous with you liking it. I could care less. So
are we gonna get a chance to weigh in on this, man? I mean, because
absolutely.
I don't know about the guests, not guests. Y'all feel free to jump in if you want to, if you got
Absolutely.
some
Yeah,
thoughts on it.
look,
But
it's all holds
I
barred here.
need to say something, man.
Cut me off whenever y'all feel
Come
is
on.
necessary. But I'm just going to close out and say this: we can get it in. I'm gonna play what I like, and I like what I play, and the same with y'all. Do not be upset or do not feel ashamed because you unapologetically like Stadia. And I digress. Anybody else want to hop in on that?
Yeah. I got some.
Go ahead, Rick Tone, because you know I'm a ride out.
Yeah. No, mine is quick. I'm just like, so is this a daily basis? Because I feel like people always coming at you just because you're like. I mean, I feel like all the things you say is eloquent. It's not really crazy or just like deranged. Yeah, but that's the the era we live in. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta I out these people, man. They got something to say, I out them, man. I say, hey, I'm gonna have a live. Show up to the live and let's discuss. You know what I'm saying? Like, put your thoughts out there. As long as you're an adult. If it's a kid or something, but like, come on. You know, but I don't get it as bad like that. But I did get some pushback. I'm like, I don't know if it was SG&E shut down, and then all of a sudden I got an Xbox Series X at that time. But obviously, if you know how hard it is to get a Series X, it was just bad timing, or just you know what I'm saying. Well, perfect timing. Because I was trying to get one, right, just to have one, because I haven't had consoles in a while. I sold my one. I'm just not doing 30 FPS. But I happened to get a Series X, and there was some pushback. Like, oh, are you leaving Stadia? Like a lot. Everybody was asking. I'm like, you can't really leave it. It's a service. You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of see what the platform is. It's a platform. It is a console because it has physical parts to it, but it's a service. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I used to quit Netflix every now and then until Netflix really got it together. I used to, when the library sucked. I don't know who had it way back, but I'd had it at the start. And there's some months I didn't have it, but it didn't mean I just never use it again. You know what I'm saying? But it's a growing pains, man.
Yeah,
we're young.
I agree.
It's an infant community.
Yeah, I agree, man. And you know what, Tone, man, that's why I gladly come on here. And MM knows, man, he set this platform up for all of the would-be consumers, or just the consumers right now who's already gotten a taste of Stadia and loves, they like sharing their thoughts, and they if it's positive, if it's negative, whatever, right? But you hear me on here keeping it real all the time, and I'm allowed to do so, which is what I like about this platform, man, and what I like about the PNTS network in general, right? So I'm up here able to share my thoughts, man. And Rick Tone, when I saw you get that Series X, was I not one of the first ones to congratulate you and say, yo, let's link up, man? Because that's what it's about. We don't have to stay. See, I told people a while back, I don't think Google intends for you to only play on Stadia. Exactly. Now, that would be nice in an unrealistic world, right? But people out here have choice, and they know that. They know they're going to get some of the mobile gamers. That's what their goal should be, to kind of get a corner of that segment. Take a little bit of console gamers, take a little bit of PC gamers and all that. But they understand that people are playing in different places. And I don't really think Stadia is here to replace every way we play, right? So I'm out here with full pride saying I have an RTX 3080. I love it. It could replace Stadia, but it doesn't. You know why? Because Stadia is just special. It's just as special as it was November 19th when I got my hands on it, and I realized that this was the coolest technology I have ever seen in the cloud, coming from OnLive, being the last time I tried cloud, really, other than cloud saves and all that. You know what I mean? But the platform just does something special. So I pride myself in keeping my content the way it is, which is eclectic, right? And I'm just happy with that, man. I'm happy with the fact that I know I could play anywhere, and it's accepted and all that stuff. So if anybody's listening and you feel like I do, I mean, speak on out there and let people know what you're playing on. If you're liking Stadia, it is what it is. If you're loving it, it is what it is. If you don't get down with it, it is what it is. But don't bring. My thing is, I just don't want people to ruin my experience. You know what I'm saying? And see, Tone, you said you start outing people, but I don't really out people because I want to hear what you're saying about me. I want to see what you're saying. See, if I give you the easy pass and block you and all that stuff, this is just me personally. Then I won't hear what you're saying about
I don't mean blocking.
I won't hear what you're saying about my mama.
He talking about bringing you on the show. Be like, look, don't subtweet me. Come on the show live.
Okay, all right.
I'm turning it into views, baby. Your hate is turning into views.
Some people get that. they put the block hammer down and all that stuff, man. I rarely ever use it. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, because it's you're entitled to your opinion, man. Last week we got into it with Visualized Action. I think his name is on Twitter. Shout out to that dude, man. We had a conversation, and it didn't go completely left. We were able to inform. We were able to share some opinions. That's one example of what I'm talking about, man. So bring your opinions to the table, y'all. But just when it gets out of pocket and it gets out of hand, and you know that you didn't fact check, and I come at you, it's just because I just want you to think a little bit about what you're saying. That's all.
Yeah, I agree.
So proper. Again, we know you're new to the platform. We know that you're new to Stadia, and you were probably one of the people that heard the rhetoric, played the platform, and said, "Hold on, the visuals and the audio isn't matching here." But opposite, not just with Stadia, but with a lot of the I guess the plastic holding, my piece of plastic is better than all the other plastics, and you shouldn't play them. What's your normal approach to all that stuff?
Well, I mean, just the whole topic for me, it's one of those things that, hold on, let me make sure. All right. I know I was hearing myself. I have my thing on self here, so I was hearing the echo of myself. All right. My thought process on the whole Stadia deal and why it came to me was that the world is changing.
Mm-hmm.
You look at companies like Uber. Uber makes tons of money right now, and they have one of the best services out there. They own not one car. You know what I'm saying? So, exactly. Yeah. And so that's how I looked at it with Stadia. Stadia was something straight up different, you know? And as Meg just said in the chat, PC Master Race, that's all I was playing on, was straight PC. I haven't played a console in a long time, right? So I wanted to pick up a console just to play, like I said, in my free time. So I heard a lot of things, and the only person, and I ain't trying to knock him or anything, but the only person I knew that had Stadia, every time he talked about it, it swayed me from it because of the way. Because it was like he was one of those people, like, if you don't do it, then you trash. Not necessarily saying it, but you don't get it, whatever, you know, whatever. So I didn't even want to come at him with, you know, like, can you give me some information on it? Because no matter what I said, it was going to be something that was going to sway me from it. I was like, look, I just need to know what I need to purchase.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to try it for myself. The most people that I see talking about it, and I've gotten some comments on Twitter and stuff like that, you know, and they're like, people still play Stadia. And after I kind of probe it like a second, I'm like, they never even played it.
Yeah.
So like, why are you talking about it? And I didn't want to be one of those people. So I made sure, I was like, look, I'm gonna try. I mean, it's, if you know, hey, I buy these two controllers in the Google Chrome, you know, to really try it out, or I play it on my. What am I gonna be out? I'm gonna be out roughly about $150. All right, whatever. I've spent and burned. I can go burn that on crab right now. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
exactly.
It wasn't nothing big in that regard. So I was just like, let me go ahead and try it. And so if it isn't something good, at least my opinion, if I have an opinion on it, will be valued.
Absolutely.
So a lot of people who got words on it they never tried it. They never tried it. They never played it. And in my video, you spoke on it. I was truly transparent. The only issue I had, and I'm honest with people, like, if you don't got good internet, I mean, you could probably still rock it with, you know, even decent internet, because I played it in my hotel room over Valentine's weekend, and I mean, I had no problems with the hotel Wi-Fi, playing it on my phone. I was playing Immortal Phoenix Rising and Outcasts with no problem. So I did have an issue. The only time was when we had our winter storm here in Texas, and my internet was kind of, I couldn't stream and play it at the same time. It was giving me some issues, and it's expected, and it's a new technology. It's something new that's just coming out. It's not going to be perfect right off the jump, but as long as they keep building on, it's going to be what you're expecting, or what people are expecting. So I'm here for it. So,
absolutely. Well, you have it, folks. A resounding, hey, look, I like it. We like it. We enjoy it, and all we're saying is just give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? Before you go in all on the idiot herd, just give it a shot. Don't be one of those people that side chair quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
They're playing Hadia. That's what they
Come on, man.
Yeah, they're playing Hades. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
don't
man, I don't want you to scrap the notes. So I'm trying to be careful today, man. I don't want you to scrap the notes that you work hard on. But Colin, hey, check this out, man. Shout out to everybody in that chat, man. Colin's Dynasty, man. JD3. Hey, yo, Chariot Man Gaming, CMG in the building, man. I saw you on that Road Company, not Road Company. Damn it, Chariot called the Apex Legends, right? He was trying it on the Nintendo Switch. He made a reference to Road Company, so that's why I just said Road Company, man. But the brother was out there trying to figure things out, doing a hell of a stream, y'all. Check him out, man. CMG. You know how we do, y'all. On top of that, Megan Wolf in the building. Y'all know what time it is, all right? Show some love. Victor Del Mastro. I'm sounding like MM2K, man. Victor Del Mastro in the house. You know, he's always hanging around. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's all love. And he's also out there in that Destiny 2 universe. Y'all better check us out when we get out there and start melting things. Right. You know, Tally Darkstar, we see you in the building. Happy Cloud Gamer. Sleepy Dog, that's what's up. What's going on? Of course, you got Proper's Place, Rick Tone, Project Storm, and Stadia Dosage News in the building. But we got the Dominicano 791. Man, we got people up in this thing. Thank you all. Johnny Lewis, Cold as Ice, Johnny Biotic, Dave Whitnell. Thank y'all all for joining. You know what I'm saying? This right here is going to be a laid back, cool discussion. And I hope y'all are enjoying it so far. Now, MM didn't expect me to do that, but sometimes I got to hijack for the chat, man. I got to hijack for the chat.
Shout out to the chat. No, absolutely, because that's something that we missed. And the chat is bumping. And I want to let y'all know that even though we'll do that from time to time, there are certain discussion points because I'll leave and check all y'all comments after the fact. I always do that. And there'll be certain discussion points that you guys will have that we miss. And we'll be like, damn, Storm, like, I wish I would have caught that. A great way for us to catch all of your stuff, because we're going to get into these topics, man, is hit that super chat button. Let us know what you want to say if you want us to definitely catch it outside of the chat. Also, right directly after this show, if you're a member, as soon as this goes off, it's going to take you to the after party. The after party is content for our member community. If you're not part of the member community, hit that join button below and become part of it. Man, you get some great content, and we got a new show that is coming soon. You already get My First Look, which was Saints Row the Third. You already get the after party, and you already get Channel Talk, which goes over previous shows and you chime in and give your thoughts on them. But you're going to get a new show. So if you want all that content, you want access to it, hit that join button below. All right. Now that we got that all out of the way, now we can actually go to the script. We can actually go to the show notes. All right. Saints Row the Third Remastered is the latest big ticket title that has come to the platform. And gentlemen, I want to get your thoughts on it. We'll start backwards again. I'll start with Proper. We'll go from Proper to Rick Tone to the homie Storm, because that Storm, I know you really didn't get a chance to play it on Stadia yet, but you observed a lot of footage courtesy of our good friend John Scar. But I'll start with you, Proper. What are your thoughts on the game? Go ahead and start. Give us your thoughts on the title on Stadia.
Well, Saints Row, I mean, that's actually my only Saints Row that I've played as the third.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
I was a little late to the party. I played with one of my homies. His name is Bells. He used to stream. He don't stream no more, but we have a classic lineup of things that we played together. And that was one of the titles. I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to be Proper after dark, but slapping people with dildos. You know, that's kind of my thing in that game. You know, we was doing it like lightsaber battles, you know. But I really enjoyed the game. It's a great title. And I was like, man, I already have it on my Steam on PC, but it's one I'm probably going to have to pick up on Stadia for sure and just mess around with in my off time. So, but title-wise, oh, yeah, it's a great pickup. Definitely if you haven't played it. Because if I hadn't played it and I just kind of knew what I know now, I would pick it up for sure. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Hey, yo, pause the show for Angelic Layla. What's going on in the building? Good. Hey, good to see you. Thanks for showing up, y'all. I know that's the people's right there, Proper, man. So look, MM, if you don't mind, man, can I get so Rick Tone is next, right?
Yeah, Rick Tone's next. Yeah.
Okay. I got you. My bad.
Oh, you sure?
Yes, sir.
You know, I'm good.
Ahead,
We're gonna keep it in order, man. We're gonna keep it in order because MM likes
Okay,
to. He
cool,
likes for
cool.
me to go last, man.
Cool, cool. Yeah,
well, you ain't played it yet.
The thunder, man.
Nah, I know. I can't wait to get my thoughts any damn way.
Listen, man, yo, I'm gonna keep it real. I've been watching and I've been supporting those streams of Saints Row, but that ain't even my type of game. I never got into the whole Saints Row thing. It's like it's kind of a mismatch of what like GTA and stuff, but it's more like crazy or something like that.
Yeah, it's a little bit more.
Back then I probably didn't have a console. Like so, I don't think that's my cup of tea, but I definitely been peeping it. I might cop it or look at it, but it's not pro, right?
It's not pro. It's
not
$40
pro.
too because it's a remake. Oh, my bad, Tone. I thought you played it. That's why I put Storm at the end of the line. But okay, so you've been watching game streams of it too?
Yeah, I've been watching, and I kind of know a little bit about it. I was watching it, but like I don't know if I'll pull the trigger on that one. But if we can play with other people, because I'm always down with showing off. If I know I can show off my stuff. I'm still looking at it, but you know what I'm saying, I keep it real in here, man. I was like Saints Row. I don't know about that one.
Yo, co-op is fire. I will say that. Co-op is fire. Yeah, co-op. If you playing co-op on Saints Row, yeah, you got some peoples to play with, bro. It's fun.
Oh yeah. It's
I
3-player co-op,
man.
3-player co-op.
Okay. Then I'm gonna have to get it then.
It's 3-player co-op?
I think it's 3-player co-op. Yeah,
because it's 2-player when I played. Because we would have added another person. Yeah, I think
you can play up to 3 people. Yep.
Oh,
I'm gonna look that up.
Remaster for the win, then. Yeah.
But it looks amazing though. It looks amazing. Like it runs really good on there, man. I was like, I forgot who I was watching the other day. It was really. I think it might have been Collins. It was really good though. I watched a few streams. I'm like, yo, this is nice. I still can't believe it's like cloud. I'm like, it's just weird. Like coming from the X, it's just weird. Like if somebody don't tell me, you know, because I don't have a 4K like a display yet. That's the only thing. So for me, it's like moving between console to the cloud is like it's almost the same, man. I don't know how people hate on Google. It's crazy. This joint is really crazy technology, man.
Storm, what are your thoughts as an observer of this game? You've played other Saints Row before, right?
I've tried. I don't remember which one, man. I know there was like a gang of green cats or whatever at the one I tried. It was like one of the early ones, right? So check it out.
Probably two.
So maybe. So check this. So I didn't even really have the game on my radar. It didn't know that it was gonna release. I had heard some things, but it wasn't on my radar. Like Tone, man. So if it's not a game that we're looking for at the moment, you just don't. The excitement is just not there for it. Now, with that said, I messed around and joined John Scar's late night stream. Shout out to 4 Scars Gaming, man. There was like a never ending like array of just goodness, man. Explosions everywhere. This dude had the RPG or something, and he was just riding shotgun in his car as the CPU was driving, I guess. And he was just blowing up every damn thing, man. Cop cars, like you name it, helicopters, man. At one point, they might even went out of space or something. I don't know. He was just blowing up every damn thing. And it just looked so good. I was waiting for frames to drop. Didn't happen. I was waiting to catch like the blurriness as he was turning the camera and everything. Did not happen, Tone, y'all. It was so smooth and so fluid that it makes me want to spend $40 on the game. So I'm really just considering it right now. I'll just leave it at that, man. It might be a game. Now, what I don't want to do is spend that 40 then next month as a pro game. And so that's what I'm trying to avoid, man. Because that does happen. It does happen now. And a lot of people have voiced that, that they, spend that money. Then next thing you know, next month is free or is included with pro or whatever. So that's why I'm kind of like holding off, but it's a hard hold off for me, man.
Proper. I want to give you your proper due. I think you're right, brother. I think it's only 2-player co-op. I don't think it's 3.
Yeah, big thing with Saints Row and why it picked up for me was I'm probably about to date myself right now because I'm probably the oldest person up in this chat right now. But
man, hey man,
back in the good old when Grand Theft Auto 3 I think came out, Rockstar came out with a game called State of Emergency.
Yeah.
Back that game is what Saints Row reminded me of. Like you can't blow up somebody's head, pick it up, and beat somebody else with it. But
right,
that was my jam right there, man. Yeah.
I remember State of Emergency, absolutely. Yep. And but no. I'm gonna tell you guys this though. This is a solid game. This is a very solid game. And to what Rick, Proper, and Storm have attested to, it looks good on Stadia. When I first booted it up, and my members, the members of this platform know this, I was a little disappointed. I was like, hold on, man, it looks a little cloudy. It looks like some bad dishes through the dishwasher. What the hell? Mm-hmm. And then something said, MM2K, go to the options and adjust the sliders. And I adjusted the sharpness slider, the brightness slider a little bit, and took off the film grain and the motion blur. Looks like a totally different game. That game looks beautiful, and it's a flat 60 frames per second. My God. Nice. But I will tell y'all this though, and I don't know if y'all have any experience with this. My favorite Saints Row is Saints Row 2. That is my favorite with the side missions that you could play. It was called Fuzz, and you pretended to be the cops, and you go around doing crazy stuff to people. It was sick, but this is a solid game. Any other thoughts on Saints Row the Third remastered on Stadia?
No, I was gonna say I think it has a place on Stadia. That's for sure. You know, you get the old games narrative, man. Yet another old one. You know what I'm saying? Yet another old one. But man, old games come to all platforms. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Apex Legends is old, but it just went over the Switch. Ask Chariot Man Gaming and others if they're enjoying it over there. You see what I'm saying? So I just wanted to point that out, man, that it could be good for somebody who's never tried the game. You know, I wanted to end it right there.
Real quick thoughts. Do you think, to Storm's point, the game released, the remastered released last year everywhere else? Now it's finally on Stadia. Do you think that because it released so late, it doesn't have any impact on the platform? Storm already answered, but what do you think, Tone and Proper? What do y'all think? Y'all think it's releasing too late on Stadia to have any type of impact?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You can go Proper.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, in all honesty, if you got a game with good marks, be it old or not, there's some games out there. Let me throw you one. Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed should be one. It should be a game that should be top on my list because of the way that I play games like that. Because I'm very stealthy, and no matter what game you put me in, I try to be stealthy. And I have never touched an Assassin's Creed. So I got Assassin's Creed Origins because it was on sale, and so I was like, "Yo, this is one I'm going to try." I haven't touched it yet, but I don't think it's too late for any game as long as if a game is a classic and it's hit, and then they're doing a remastered. Then I don't. It's never too late, in my opinion, because you got people like me that probably have never touched certain titles, and you got people who want to replay it again. How many people who's still playing Skyrim?
Yeah, good point.
So if it's a great game, it's never too late to throw it on a great platform. Stadia being one of those platforms, and then it can showcase Stadia's ability, and also it'd be a good game for people who haven't played it. So.
Yeah, and go Rick Tone. I know you wanted to go, but it also builds a portfolio for these publishers out here, man. People don't look at stuff like that, I think, enough. When you look at the publishers and the developers of these games, it kind of lets you know that there's a relationship right there. But Tone, go ahead, man. I know I interrupted.
Nah, no problem with me, man. You're saying some good stuff, but I agree with Proper. The thing is with cloud gaming, and it's never too late for cloud game. For console, because consoles are always warring with each other. But cloud gaming is just data. It's just stuff in the air. So it doesn't matter when it comes. I want like Legacy of Kain. I love that series. I want all of that. I was checking. That's like an old Xbox game or PS2 game. I would play that right now if it was on Stadia, because it's just in the cloud. You don't have to worry about it being tethered to anything. You know what I'm saying? So no, I think when it comes to cloud, that's one advantage cloud has over like physical consoles. It doesn't matter. It's just, is that taking up anybody's storage? You know what I'm saying? That's why I always lean to Stadia, because a game like Saints Row, say that's pro, I'll just play that. I don't have to worry about storage or anything. So old games really fit the cloud, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's like PC libraries. people's PC library, their Steam library, it has a ton of old games. If you look at the statistics, it's mostly old games really on PCs, because it's lower to store and all that stuff. So I don't have a problem with that.
All right. Great stuff. So Saints Row the Third, I think it's a solid game. I think even from the people that have saw it, it's a solid title from what they've seen. You guys in the chat, let us know what you think. You think from your experience, if you've played it or if you've seen it, what do you think about Saints Row the Third? And even though it has that expensive price of $40, I recommend it. So let us know in the chat if you plan on picking it up. I get it that Outriders is right around the corner, but I think this is the perfect game to kind of fill your time on Stadia if you kind of glued yourself to the platform, or if you're hamstrung, because I get it. People may not. We're in the middle of a pandemic. The stimulus ain't hit yet. You know what I'm saying? So people may be strapped for cash. Stadia might be the only thing that they got access to, right? So if you're looking for a game to hold you over until Outriders come, this might be it. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a good title. All right. With that said, I think we can move on.
Segue.
Segue. Uh-oh. So what we got here? What we got next here? Next we got here games coming to the platform. All right. So let me do a little something like this. Let me do a little, you know how we do. Let me show you something. All right. So the first game that I want to put up here is, of course, the Segway, as you heard in the background. This is from Stadia. Get ready to loot and shoot your way through a brand new cooperative adventure from the multiplayer masters of People Can Fly. Outriders arrives April 1st. Be among the first to play and pre-order Outriders on Stadia today. So my question to the panel, I'm going to start backwards with Storm, Tone, then Proper. Who is getting Outriders on Stadia? Answer who's getting it, and how big of an impact do you think the game will have from 1 to 10? And what you would want to consider a 10 would be Cyberpunk 2077's reception on Stadia. Who's getting it? What do y'all think the reception will be? Start with you, Storm.
Well, here it is, man. I already got $120 reserved. Even though it's cross-play, I might have to get it on the Series X and Stadia.
Uh-oh.
I already got $120, man. There's two games that I put out that $124. There's a few, but Cyberpunk was one of them. You know what I mean? And Outriders is going to be another one because of what I've seen on the demo. Now, I want to hear y'all thoughts on the demo as well, if you could throw that in at some point. But, man, that demo was so successful, if you ask me. It just came at the right time. It hit a spot. And it was the timing of it. Nobody wanted to see Anthem die. I know Rick Tone was looking forward to it. I was looking forward to Anthem doing what it does and all that stuff, because it was so beautiful. It was well designed. Like, I liked what I felt when I played it and everything. But it just came at the right time. Tone, you know how hard we go in the Destiny space, man. Like, Rick Tone loves that Destiny 2. He's great at it. I play it. I fell off. I'm trying to get back into it. And then here comes Outriders, and it's not a carbon copy of any of those games that I mentioned, man. It's not like Borderlands. It's not like Destiny 2 to me. It's not like, Anthem. It's beautiful like Anthem at times, but it feels like its own game. Like, it's not trying to follow the path of anything else. Now, that's just my opinion from what I played. The gunplay is up there, man. The gunplay and everything, the demo was just crazy, bro. I played with 5 or 6 different characters, leveled them all the way up to level 5. I got some legendary gear and stuff ready to go, y'all. I don't know, Tone. I don't even know who won it next, man. Who wants it next?
Tone, what are you doing? You getting it next? You getting Outriders, brother?
Oh, I mean, come on. I've been covering that. Yeah, I'm getting it. Hell yeah, I'm getting it. I might double dip, man. This might be the first game I double dip. I can't even remember the last one. It's probably like 5-6 years now. I've bought a game on 2 different platforms because I have a feeling that it's going to be lit on Stadia. I did predict that when Outriders, when they said it wasn't coming out for Stadia, I made a video. I got receipts. I was like, it's going to be delayed and it's going to come out day and date. I knew the people at Google know that's a big game and you can't come out a month after. You would lose all steam. So I predicted that. So I think it's going to be lit. I think it's going to be another Cyberpunk situation. I think it's going to be 4K 60 running amazing. So I think I'm going to get it on both. But I think I'm definitely gonna get it on both. But definitely Stadia though.
Okay.
I gotta play that mobile. I gotta play that on the phone. You know, it's those type of games where you gotta
exactly
check your inventory. Oh, there's a loot cave.
Right,
I got 20 minutes. Hit it. I can't wait. I don't think I'm gonna wait to go home. That's the thing. I'm like, I can't wait to go home for news. News gonna be dropping with that game every second. But yeah, double dip, baby.
Proper. You getting it on Stadia? You getting the game first and foremost, and are you getting it on Stadia? Any answers?
I have it pre-ordered already on the PC.
Okay,
and that's because all my people's already played on PC. I know it's cross-platform, but I just went ahead and pre-ordered it. I'm with Tone and Project Storm. I'm probably going to end up double dipping it because I'm not always going to be wanting to sit here at my PC playing it. I can pop it on Stadia, I pop it on my phone and play it. I love the demo, just like these guys. I actually get on and play with some of my homies sometimes. If you look at it, you play the demo and you look at what you go through, and even to get to level 7 on there, you're like, dang, I feel powerful. But then you look at your skill tree and you're like, dude, there's a long way to go, bro. And then you
boy,
weapons get everything like that. It's like, man, this is going to be the one. So I enjoyed everything in regards to the game, the gameplay, the enemies, and this is kind of my welcome back into shooters because I stopped playing shooters years ago. So I'm just now getting back into it. I've stayed away for a while, but right now with this one's definitely getting me in. It's definitely won me over. So I'll be more than likely double dipping as well. I'll be in there.
Awesome.
The stimulus check is coming, boy.
I'm going to double dip probably too. It's going to be a lot of MM2K still in his wife's credit card and a lot of broken jaws in my house, but it's going to be well.
Hey, yo, you don't have to do that. Hey, Moss, I was going to say, man, with the stem coming, man, you no longer have to do that, bro.
I'm still on punishment.
You got to go in there. You don't have to do
Storm,
that.
You got me in trouble last year. I'm still on punishment.
Bro, I told you how to do it, man. You got to creep in there and while she sleep, man. 3 o'clock in the morning.
She sleep with one eye open. Or she'll pretend she one of them to be like, oh, yeah, you was in my purse yesterday. Tell me exactly what I had on, the cologne, what I was eating. You had a sandwich in your mouth. You was in my purse yesterday, wasn't you? Wow. Yeah.
She see like the marks, like you playing Dead by Daylight, and she like see the marks on the wall.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh boy.
She gave me a couple licks on International Women's Day just for the hell of it. You know what I'm saying?
She did you like the huntress, but instead of like the axes, like Brian.
My wife, proper. My wife is she's every single hooligan on Dead by Daylight, man. She's crazy.
Mark, we got to get a clip from that Division 2. That's all they got to know, man. They just
Storm, don't do that to me,
Division 2.
I'm trying to get that out of the ethos. Hey, she wasn't playing, man. Yeah, that was a funny clip. But Storm got me in trouble, y'all. Funny story. So I went and got the no, it wasn't Storm's fault. It was my fault being greedy. And actually, I had put my brother in a predicament. I didn't mean to, but I put him in a predicament, and I got my ass handed to me because of it. That's the karma's a bad man with jamming. So me and Storm was talking. Snow Bunny was there. Shout out to Snow Bunny Gaming. And Storm had found a 3070 on Newegg. And he was like, man, I wonder if I should pull that trigger, man. He was talking about it, revving himself up for it. I said, I already got it.
He bought the one I wanted, dog. I'm trying to put him down like, yo, there's a couple on Newegg. By the time I got ready to pull on mine, it was gone. Who got it?
I went and bought it. I said, okay, just get you another one. Storm was like, you can't just get them like that, dummy. They're selling out in like 5 seconds. I said, my bad. So we're negotiating whether I should sell it to him or whatever. And then Storm was like, you know what? Never mind. I got a whole totally different plan. I ain't even gonna tell you about it so you can mess this one up. I got something else going on over here. MM2K, stay away, right? So then I had bought that. And I bought my PlayStation 5, all the stuff that I wasn't supposed to buy. So my wife said, oh yeah, I noticed like $1,500 missing today, huh? And I was like, oops. And I've been on, when was that, Storm? That was like October last year. I've been on punishment since then, man.
Yeah.
I've been on punishment, so I got I was talking about headaches earlier in this show. There's going to be a permanent, there's going to be a jaw ache, but I'm going to do it. I'm getting it for PC. And I'm getting it for Stadia. Here's why. And I'm curious, Storm, why you're getting it for Xbox Series X and PC. PC, the game looks beautiful on PC. Oh my God. And I got a 3070. Storm got a 3080. I don't know what you other guys got. But the game looks beautiful. I'm gonna get it on Stadia. Now, is the Stadia, we got to keep it real, y'all. Is the Stadia version gonna look as good as the Xbox Series X or even the PlayStation version? Maybe not. Likely not, right? But what you give up in fidelity, and I suspect not a whole bunch of it. I think that Stadia gets to where this game has to look good to a certain extent. And they're going to work with People Can Fly to make that happen. But what you give up in fidelity, you gain in portability and convenience. Now, I know a lot of the people are listening, Storm, and I'm gonna let you answer why you get on Xbox. A lot of people are listening to what Proper just said. And they said, well, Proper, why don't you just get it for GFN? I'm going to warn y'all. Y'all ain't going to like me for saying this. I'm going to warn y'all. Me and Storm got videos out. It ain't hitting on GFN, man. You know, remember that old MC Hammer video? You ain't hitting in New York.
In New York.
Outriders is not hitting on GFN, man. That demo doesn't feel optimized. There's dips that are crazy. As a matter of fact, that's what I think induced my headaches. You
got to correct that, man. The Geforce now goons is gonna be knocking at your door, man.
Look, man. They can come with their pitchforks and broken bottles, man. They just gonna have to come and start stabbing and shanking. I got to tell the people the truth. It ain't hitting on GFN, man. It's just there's too many dips. And then I went and played it on the dongle, which I had people tell me already, Storm, don't play it on the dongle, man. You got to get an NVIDIA Shield. Well, the NVIDIA Shield's $200. If I'm going to drop $200, I might as well add another $100 to it and get an Xbox Series S. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of defeats the purpose of cloud gaming to me. So then I played it on my PC, which it wasn't as bad, but I was still getting these dips. So I don't know. I'm like what me and you experienced, Storm, with Cyberpunk on GFN. I ain't really digging Outriders on GFN. But go ahead, Storm. I'm sorry, real quick.
All right. So I gotta say this now. I got the video to prove it. See, this is the best part, Tone and Proper in chat, y'all. Yeah. This right here is the best thing about the content creation side of things that we embarked upon. You know what I'm saying? You get to show that proof, and then if you out here camping, your video might say something else.
Exactly.
So I gotta tell y'all, at the time when I made my decision, I was playing with the 3080 with a 10700K CPU, 16 gigs of RAM, all that, you know what I'm saying? SSD. So I got these hiccups during the cutscenes, and the cutscenes would dip down low, and it just wouldn't feel right. But when I went over to the Series X, it did not happen at all. Now, I will say that the clouds in the sky looked a lot softer for some reason. I didn't like the way it looked on Series X, but I can compromise because I'm not going to be looking up at the sky all the time. You know what I mean? Now, and they could polish all these things out on both platforms, right? But that's what contributed to my decision making, man. The game was kind of janky at times during cutscenes only during cutscenes. Gameplay on PC, buttery. But those cutscenes, man, it gets annoying. So when I got it over there, and then the controller. Just playing with the Series X controller, man, the game felt so damn smooth, so well optimized, man. And the fact that the enemy AI was coming at me the way they were, and they were dipping and dodging and ducking and stuff, and I was still able to line up headshot after headshot. That's what. And then the game didn't look too much off what it looked like on my 3080 on the Series X. I bet I got Rick on.
You's a damn lie.
Go look. Hey, watch the stream, brother. I said it on the live stream.
I got best with you.
Okay. Don't get me hyped. Don't get me hyped, man.
You know I got to play PC. You a damn lie.
I get hyped like Walter Concrete out this month.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you, though, that's impressive, though, because when I booted up on PlayStation 5, there was a notable difference from the PlayStation 5 and the 3070. There was a notable difference. So if the Xbox Series X version matches up to the PC version, then, brother, I can understand why you getting it for Xbox Series X. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead. Any other thoughts on Outriders? Oh, no. You know what? One last question before we move on to our final topic. How big of an impact do you think Outriders will have? Rick Tone alluded to it, and I'm going to start with you, Rick. Then I'm going to go to Proper, then we're going to close out with Storm on this subject. How big of an impact do you think this game is going to have for Stadia? Is it on a scale to 1 to 10, with 10 being the reception Cyberpunk 2077 got? Where do you think that Outriders is going to fit on being that important to the platform?
11.
Whoa!
Like, seriously. Woo! No, seriously.
Okay.
It's huge. A game like this is gonna send ripples because it's gonna be crossplay one. I've gotten people when I played Division 2 on Stadia, I've gotten PC players to try Stadia. They
Yes.
have no idea what it was when it,
Yes.
especially when it first came out. And they're like, whoa, you're loading in before me, bro. I'm like, try it on Stadia, it works great. I think this is gonna be the same thing. It's kind of a litmus test, right? A lot of people that are scared of cloud gaming just because of maybe what they heard, but when they see you playing, you're flying around, you're loading in quicker. I think Google sent the goons over there, man. They sent the goons over the
They
people
said
can
they were going to
fly.
send the goons though, so I can back what you're saying.
They
They
shut
said they
down
were sending the goons.
SGNE. They gave them that plane ticket and they sent them over to people can fly. And
that
they said,
duffel.
y'all better make this lit. Y'all better, and they got the duffel in both hands. They threw it on the ground.
I don't think they said y'all better.
I
I think they said, can y'all make this lit for us? Because see, Google knows that it's a partnership, man. I ain't gonna say they went over there and said y'all better.
Yeah, they were like, yo, you gotta make this good. I think it's gonna play great. I would be shocked if it has poor performance. I think it's gonna be stunning. Digital Foundry is gonna come out and try to like bring it down or something. But I think it's gonna be good. I think they know what they're doing. Stadia right now is trying to make more Cyberpunk cases because my guest yesterday, right? Everybody's like, ask her about Stadia. She was like, only thing she heard, right? And she got every system more than me.
Tone cutting out. Oh, you cut out
Tone. Cyberpunk. That's why.
See, Stadia trying to get you, bro. You was breaking out a little bit. Stadia's coming at you.
Nah. What I was saying is, my guest. Only thing she knew about Stadia was the Cyberpunk thing. So I'm telling you, it's very important. These big banger games that are on everything, that's where people compare Stadia to. So that's why I give it an 11, baby.
Damn. I can't go too far away from that 11.
Proper. What you think? How impactful for the platform do you think it's going to be?
I can't say how impactful it's going to be. It's really going to be, but it's more impactful than even Cyberpunk or anything like that. And the reason is, and Tone hit it on the head with the that it is cross-platform. So you'll be able to see how it performs against other platforms when playing it. I'll speak more on it because I'll have it on PC and Stadia, and I'm not running a 37. I'm running a 1080 Ti, so I'll be able to firsthand see the comparisons between the two when I'm playing it, and also I'll be able to see how other people's gameplay is with my gameplay when I'm playing on Stadia as well. So I think it has a lot more weight than Cyberpunk to it, or possibility to it, just because of the fact that it is cross-platform. But I'm interested to see for sure the impact on the differences between the platforms, between the consoles, PC, and how Stadia performs. I'm interested in seeing that.
Excellent,
man.
Excellent.
Hey, we got some more goodies for y'all in the after show, man. I'm telling y'all, because man, you got some topics today. They look simple on the surface, right? But when we start talking about them, bro, I just want to open up the floodgates. I think it's going to be major for the platform. I'll leave it right there. Maybe I can share my thoughts briefly in the after show, man. You know, I really think it's going to be big.
Yeah. So we got somebody that made the sizzle reel. The homie Rome. Rome's always in there. He wants to be the new Amunor. So we gonna give Rome that work today. He says, bruh, I honestly don't feel like there's a lot of people to play it. Cyberpunk was different. The hype was too big in most places to play it didn't work. Hey, Rome, I be seeing your propaganda out there, though. You try to be the new Amunor, but you know what I'm saying? Amunor got to take you to the mountains and train. Let me explain something to you, brother. Cyberpunk had Stadia sold out in the brick and mortars where it was sold. You go to places right now where people are like, I didn't play Stadia. I didn't like Stadia. And they're like, everybody's like, I got Stadia because of Cyberpunk 2077. So Stadia got a lot of saturation in it because of Cyberpunk 2077. And the great thing about Stadia is you don't trade in your dongle or your controller. You have Stadia no matter what device you use pretty much now that it's on iOS. So with that said, good brother, if people want to just play the game and play the game smoothly I imagine there's going to be a 60 frames per second mode. They ain't got to pay $500 in order to do that. So that's very alluring. The question is, how alluring is it going to be? You know what I'm saying? So, hey, but Rome, you know what I'm saying? You know, we had to call you out. He wants the Amador Award of the day. No, shout out to my good brother, Rome, a supporter of the platform. All right, y'all. With that said, I think everybody gave their answers to how impactful they think it was going to be. Yeah. Let's move on. Let's move on to last but not least before we close out the show. This was a hell of a show, by the way, y'all. The chat is bumping. Everybody is enthused. I'm loving this stuff, man. Let's talk about the community, though, y'all. So I put out a couple of tweets out here. I want to put these tweets out here to address some things. Because like I said, man, I'm starting to learn to turn a new leaf. Let's address this first tweet, right? Mm-hmm. So I woke up this morning and I felt compelled to put this out here based on some stuff that I saw. I said, so some people have announced that they have dropped Stadia Pro. Mm-hmm. I say some because considering that during its roughest patch, Stadia averaged 2,000 engagements a day. I don't think the drops from Pro we're hearing of are that close to half that. Therefore, carry on. Happy gaming. Another tweet that I put out there today is simply this, which, again, goes to the fact that people want to deny Stadia's place in cloud gaming and say this stuff about Stadia's about to die. It's on its last leg. Give it its coloscopy bag. They want to say all the stuff about Stadia, right? But the fact that every time you bring up cloud gaming, Stadia's right there. GameIndustry.biz had an article today. What does Stadia's troubles mean for the whole cloud gaming industry? It means that what that means is that Stadia is the king of cloud gaming right now, for better or for worse. All right. Now, I put out this other tweet. Can't tell me that Stadia is not the king of the cloud. In most recent negative news we've had, Shadow filed for bankruptcy. This is the most recent news, y'all. Shadow filed for bankruptcy. They hit a Luna, did a fugitive. He did a Harrison Ford. He jumped over riverbanks and everything and broke cab to Unity. Still, 90% of the negative talk is of the company, Stadia, who gave you the biggest roadmap out of the three and also brought up that they're coming with 100 games. If that don't tell you that they're the king of the pack, meaning that they are the standard bearers of everything in relation to cloud gaming, even as far as perception is concerned, I don't know what does. You can have a company file for bankruptcy. Nobody wants to talk about it. Oh, they all right. They're going to be all right. Even, what was that? Tony Polanco. He still named it. He still named it as his recommended streaming platforms, even though they filed for bankruptcy. And he made it a point to call out Stadia. That's why he did that. He did it in reverse. He wanted to call out Stadia, and he wanted to do it in the most snide way, so he did it in reverse. Did reverse psychology. He named and gave kudos to every single platform except for Stadia. So with all that being said, my question to you, the panel, we'll start with Project Storm first. Do we think that this angst is a reflection of the majority of the community? A half, a slither? What is the feeling that you get in these gaming streets, Storm?
Well, I can't pinpoint the number of the exact. We don't know the exact number of people that's signed up, but I damn sure know that people are. For those who are talking about leaving, I'll be looking. Mm-hmm. And I still be seeing them there, man. And I still be saying, hey, listen, man, listen to me real quick, right? I be seeing them claiming them same games I be claiming. I'm like, how the hell you playing this game on day one if you ain't got Stadia Pro?
Yeah, well, how you doing that?
All right, so then for the other people, right? Here's the deal. For the other people that's like, yo, man, it's not for me, but I just stay here because it's just cool, I guess. The tech, man,
it's cool like that.
Hey, so I've been asking this question for a long time, man. If you rock with Stadia, why don't you just rock with it? Understand that it's new. It's still the new platform that kicked off 2019, man, November. I mean, so so my thing is, you have the right to go if you want to go. You could roll out. You know what I'm saying? You can go ahead and go somewhere else, spend your money wisely, man. That's what I advise to people, right? Do not let Stadia give you a headache. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when you start coming out here with stuff that's just like I just said, I don't know what's factual and all this stuff. Where are they getting their information from, man? Right. You understand what I'm saying, Jason
exactly.
I mean, I don't understand. So my point is this right here, y'all. If it's not for you, please move on. Like, don't even let it be on the tip of your tongue. For real, for real. I mean, just don't give me your money. That's cool. I promise you, Stadia is not going to be too upset if you want to go elsewhere. They're going to continue business as usual. They're going to get this platform to booming status. And when they get it to booming status, somebody's going to be trying to knock on the door when the party is kicking off. When them Call of Duties and all that hit, which I think is going to be this year, you can pinpoint that right now. Project Storm just said it. So it must be true. Now, I'm playing with y'all, but I'm dead serious.
No, he did. He playing, but he did ass serious.
Book market right now, y'all. This is about to be that year. If you can't feel it, you was never a Stadian in the first place. You just called yourself one. Shots from Project Storm. Look, you gotta stop with the crazy stuff. Please don't put it out on the streets, y'all. This is Twitter is the streets, man. It was out there. What I've been seeing y'all a lot of people get to typing like, and then when Stadia don't go out like Eddard Stark from Game of Thrones, right? When they don't get the head cut off, you know what I'm saying? When's Stadia gonna die? Then they keep on going. You know what I'm saying? But when Stadia comes out with a big Cyberpunk news or something like that, people are gonna be like, "Damn, Stadia is the platform for me. I just
Super Stadia.
This, man. I'll sign up for a year. I'll sign up for 2-3 years. When Call of Duty comes." Hey, I don't understand the logic, man. I have never seen somebody so iffy, like I'm done with Stadia. I'm not signing up for Stadia Pro. I'm canceling my subscription, and then they drop something big. Now I'm back. I don't know. That's why I'm gonna leave it at that, y'all.
Hey, Rome in the chat, he cut up. He's like, shots fired. No, I'm just saying, man, it's not a shot because it's talking about an entire demographic where they're on multiple extremes of each fence. How do you be an angel and the devil at the same time? You know what I'm saying? On Monday you're an angel, on Tuesday you're a devil. Those are multiple extremes. Like normal. Let me not use the word.
Yo. Monday you don't rock with the platform. I'm gonna be blunt, man. Monday you don't rock with it. Tuesday you do. Yeah. You don't rock with Shantae, the game Shantae, right? But you gonna rock with Apex Legend if it comes. Now I'm back. FIFA. I'm back. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm here.
Wait. 5-6. Wait a minute. I'm back. Outriders and it's running in 60 FPS. Oh yeah, I'm back now. I never left.
This is the greatest thing ever. Yeah.
Hey man, there it is, man. There it is. I don't have to get too deep into it.
Group Stadia forever. Group Stadia.
I don't have to get too deep into that.
Let me explain something to you. The internet never goes away, and sometimes people. It's like that. What's the black guy off of The Office? The eye rolling emoji.
Yeah.
He just rolls his eyes. He's like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't go away. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be mean, but. You know, there's sectors where they're all over the place. And
it happens on other platforms too. Hey, for all the people listening from other platforms, it happens on it has recently happened on your platform as well. So you know what I'm talking about.
This is
Project
not new.
Stone don't just get out here and just yap. You know what I'm saying? This is based on facts. So it is what it is.
It's not new. And look, I was there too, y'all. I'm gonna let Tone and Proper chime in after I say this. I was there too. I was disappointed with the Xbox. You know, I broke from the Xbox and I was an OG with the Xbox. I was there in 2001, 2002 with the platform, and I just didn't like the lineup of games that they've had after the fact. So that's just me, though. It ain't nobody else. It's just me, in my opinion alone. That being said, when I decided to trade in my console and I decided to turn in and get rid of Game Pass. As far as my personal digs on Xbox, I was done. I only cover Xbox when there's major news. I don't talk about Xbox on a regular basis like how I used to, even when I first started on the Stadia platform. Sometimes you just got to let it go. And some people, they want to have the 1 foot in, have the 1 foot out. They want hokey pokey with this. But the internet never goes away, and the internet sees this forever. And at some point in time, when you come back and be like, oh yeah, Outriders is best on Stadia, I'm back, they just going to slam the door in your damn face. So my suggestion to everybody is, yes, if you got qualms or if you got issues with certain things, fine, bring them up, because that type of criticism is only going to make the platform better. But when you go from one extreme on Monday to another extreme on Tuesday to another third parallel extreme in another solar system we didn't even know exists on Wednesday, at some point in time they're gonna shut the door on you, man. Rick, tell me, but what do you think about a lot of this hoopla that's going on in the community about Stadia's doing so bad and so negatively right now?
Man, I mean, I just think it's all comes from the transparency. And I feel like it's just like a ripple, the SG&E ripple. You know what I'm saying? I wish that they came out and said a little more. Like, yo, they did come out and say, because I did tweet that right after I tweeted the official statement. I think people just want to see them just ahead of stuff. But for the most part, man, I just kind of avoid it. But I do chop it up with people. Like anything I do live, I don't back down from anything. I like to hear from people. Sometimes I go on the Google Stadia on Facebook, the official one, and I might pose questions, and like you get a lot of people, man. Sometimes 100 people really comment and be like, "Yo, what they think," and they were really real about it. So I see where they're coming from, but you got to play the long game. You know what I'm saying? Stadia is a long game right now. It's just out of the infancy, and I think games mean a lot. So right now we're not looking at like a necessarily a specific game or what's it called, or like a game just set for Stadia only.
Yeah.
So we're just looking at game. Now it's even more important. Now the Call of Duties are even more important, but they're really just for conversation sake. And you do want to be a part of the conversation, because I don't think we can go another year and like the guy on the streets like, okay, Stadia, that's what's up. Is there Call of Duty? And the kids would be like, there's Fortnite. So you know what I'm saying? But with the negativity though, I think the people that, if you got Stadia in your name, you can't have no negativity. You can say your opinion, but yo, you put your name is Stadia this, like you've gotta show the positives, because your average consumer might not see the positives, or a guy that just shows up in the chat might not see the positives. So it's incumbent on you to bring some positives to the table, I feel. But I've been seeing people that have been in from the beginning. I'm not gonna say no names, but yeah, definitely some negatives, man. Posting certain stats. I'm like, where they getting these stats from? Honestly, to be honest, I'm like, I'm not sure. I feel like you're reading off a Verge article or something. But at the end of the day, people trying to get clicks. Because I'm a content creator, so I see the difference. I know the metrics. I could put a video right now and get like hundreds of views. Put like, do you think Stadia is dead? Oh, I'm getting rid of Pro. This is why I'm getting rid of those. I would get like 500 views, but it's not, it's not honest, because I see the long game and I'm like, you know what? Playing Series X, there's no way Stadia is going to be dead, because it's like, I'm not buying Elder Scrolls on a console. I'm not putting hundreds of gigs. I'm like, that's a cloud game. Stadia has a place. But I'm a consumer. I don't have a dog in the fight. The dog in the fight is my family, my bank account. It just so happens that Stadia just fits it so well.
Exactly.
Yeah, it fits it itself. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's giving me checks to talk about Stadia good, but for the most part, it's really good. I'm just sorry. The storage is a problem, man. Storage is a commodity. But yeah, with the negativity, I say we chop it up and we get something out of it. I have no problem with it personally, because I know there's fair weather fans and stuff, but realistically, you know what I'm saying? That's how people are. It's like, come on, sports. We all play sports. I'm from New England, so man, we win all the time, baby. Sorry to throw it in. We got Brady. I know. Don't even talk about. Let's leave. Yeah, Celtics ain't doing good. Patriots suck, but we got 6. Got 6 from Brady. We got 1. But yeah, there's some people now. They're not even wearing the jerseys, man.
Yeah,
that's the people now you talking about. They got Brooklyn Nets jerseys right now, so it's just a part of life.
Hey, and that's a good example, though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but anyway, man, we done went over already on this joint, man. Mars, what we gonna do with this?
Well, let me hit it proper. You're new to you're newer to the community. A lot of this hoopla, you're like, who the hell are they talking about? I don't know what the hell they talking about. I just played Outcasters and enjoy it with my family. But one of the questions that I want to throw to you and we'll close out is, what does Stadia, okay, so the platform for what it is and what it isn't, right? Opposed to what the media has been saying. But to you, What does Stadia have to do in order to keep going on an upward trajectory? What are some of the most, if you're in the boardroom, what are some of the things that you're working to start implement this year for that upward trajectory, I mean?
Well, for me, and I mean, it kind of goes on what y'all were talking about. I mean, I feel the same. I mean, I don't care about other people's opinion.
Yeah.
In regards to what's going on in the media. I only care about mine, and I handle my life that way.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
if I see a post, or if I'm playing Stadia and somebody says, "Yo, that's trash. Why are you playing that?" Whatever. Your opinion doesn't pay my bills. Your opinion doesn't buy the things that I need. So really, I don't care what you say. As long as it's working for me, as long as I'm having fun with it, if I'm spending my time on it, that's my business. That ain't your business. That's kind of how I look at it. So
Exactly.
in regards to what Stadia needs to do, I mean, in all honesty, I've only been on it since, honestly, I think it was January. I think it was mid-January when I got it, because I've been through 2 Stadia months, or 3. Actually, this will be my 3rd. So yeah, I think it was January when I picked it up. And I mean, if they really do need to bring some third-party titles into it some more. There's some things that has caught my attention that has not caught my attention on different platforms. One being, like I said, Assassin's Creed. Elder Scrolls, I've stayed away from that game. I've stayed away from that game, even though I am an MMO player, because when I played the demo, it was not Skyrim. So I was like, I'm not playing this, even though I heard they made big improvements. But seeing it on Stadia, and just like, I think, I don't know who said it. Somebody said it that, they didn't want to download all that into their, console or whatever the case may be. That is a great, great point in playing that game, because you don't want to download all that stuff. If I could play Guild Wars on Stadia, I'd be playing Guild Wars on Stadia, so it wouldn't take up room on my PC. So I have a lot of room. But I mean, that's a big plus for people who is not playing on a, because you got limited amounts of room. With Stadia, you don't got limited amount of room. It's, for me, I think that I like the fact that they are moving away from not focusing on making Stadia titles, though the ones I've played or seen to play, they've been okay. And focusing on getting more third-party titles that people want to play, because that's what's going to generally bring people to Stadia. That's the general reason why Nintendo's third, because they haven't had big, names come over and build games for them. They've done better with the Switch, and they're more backed on their own Nintendo type titles like the Mario, the Zelda, and things like that. So them focusing on games that people want to play, that's usually why people buy consoles or they buy into certain platforms, is because of the certain amount of games that they can or cannot play. So that's one thing that I think that they need to focus on. For me personally, I don't care what they do to try to get a bigger market share. As long as I'm having fun with it, I'm good with it, and I'll be here. Because it's an option for me. And like I said, I'll be chilling on my couch while I'm working. I'll be in between doing assignments, and I'll pop on a game of Outcasters. I'll go play something else, and I'm rolling with it. It fits for me. It may not fit for somebody else, or somebody else, like I said, may be looking at the games that they lack or whatever the case may be, and be like, "Oh, Stadia is trash." Well, people are still riding around in cabs, bro.
Yeah.
People still riding around in cabs when they can pay $60, $70, $80 less by Ubering. There's just people who don't get it right off the jump. And sometimes when Uber and all them started out, people didn't get it at first. When Facebook started out, people didn't get it at first. It wasn't MySpace. So people just don't get it off the jump, and that's fine. There's some people that do get it right off the jump, and that's fine. If you feel, later on down the line that you want to jump on it, then you jump on it. That's what you do. I don't care about your opinion in the matter of it, because it's not, like I said, it doesn't affect my bills. It doesn't affect my gameplay. It doesn't affect my paycheck. So you can have your opinion. I respect that. But you coming at me saying Stadia's trash means nothing to me, because you more than likely haven't even played it.
There it is.
So I really don't care about, if you have not played it, if you have not touched it, I don't care about your opinion, because your opinion means nothing to me. I mean, in all honesty, I'm just going to be straight up with you. I don't, if you have not touched Stadia, I do not care about your opinion. Your opinion means nothing to me.
I think you sound like somebody else I know, and I'm sitting right here. You know what I'm saying? I said the same thing, bro. I mean, I said the same thing. And see, again, this is why, hey, look, I told you, Moss, man, we won't have no after show today, man. You keep on these topics right here, bro. How do we end that?
Well, we gonna end it. We gonna, hey, look, that's a great way to end it, and tell people come on over to the after party, because we all hyped now. Hey, Proper got us hyped, because we like, oh yeah, we gonna tell it to y'all. They gonna learn today. They gonna learn today.
Man, if you want to hear the uncut, come on over. You know
Come
what I'm
on
saying? Mars,
over
what's
to the after
how
party.
can they become a member? How can they become a member, man?
You gotta hit that join button below. I'm gonna drop the link to the chat, to the join, to the after party below. Here it goes. After party. And this is the link to the after party. I'm gonna pin that mug too. I'm gonna put it up there too. So directly after this video ends, if you're a member, it's gonna take you automatically over there. And you gotta be a you gotta be a prescription member or a sure shot member, okay, in order to join the after party. Out of those two tiers, okay. Now, if you're not a member, between now and when we close out and let people know where you can find this great talent, you better hit that join button because it's going to be live. So let's do this right now. Hit that join button, become a member. That'll give you access to the after party. Right now we're going to close out and we're going to start with our special guest. We're going to start with Rick Tone, then my homie Proper. So Rick Tone, let the good people know where they can find you and drop a link to your channel in the chat. And I'm going to need you to do the same thing, Proper.
Gotcha.
Oh, Rick Tone.
Tone might not be here. He might have stepped out.
He
stepped out. My fault. I had a mute.
No, you cool.
Yeah. You guys can find me. I'm Rick Tone on YouTube, Rick Tone Gaming on Instagram. My channel, if like that link right there, you just go there and got the link tree. Discord, if you want to play Destiny 2, don't listen to nobody. I do raids, I do end game content, all kind of games. Racing games. There's tons of people playing in my Discord all the time. But we had a raid team last night. People finished the raid. So don't think people ain't playing on Destiny. So yeah, hit up the Discord. Yeah, I'm always there, man. Twitter, Ricktone87. That's me. Thanks for having me.
Right. My homie Proper getting us all revved up for the after party. Where can people find you? And please drop a link to your channel below.
I got you. YouTube, we don't do too much YouTube, but I will probably be dropping strictly Stadia content on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, which I put the link in there. It's just YouTube/Proper's Place. But I mostly stream on Twitch. The reason why I stream on Twitch and not YouTube is because they suspended me for 3 months a couple of years back.
Yeah, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you.
And so I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to roll over to Twitch. So I rolled over to Twitch and I haven't looked back. But I do still drop some content on the YouTube every now and then. So, but if you're mainly trying to catch me, you catch me over on Twitch. Same thing, Proper's Place. That's all my social medias, even TikTok. I hate to say it, but all of it's Proper's Place. So
I ain't even on there.
Shoot,
I do not have Ubisoft Plus. I see that question there. I do not have that. I'm probably going to end up picking it up though.
I do. It's dope.
Yeah, I'm probably going to end up picking it up.
It's really good. Yeah. It's really good. It's a great value.
Oh, you know what? I miss Eddie Player One in the chat. Eddie Player One in the house. What's up, Eddie? Formerly, but the brother will show up whenever he's available, man. Formerly, and also another cast member of SSC podcast, man. Shout out, much love to the brother Eddie Player One. Mwah! All right, 2 Project Storm. Let the good people know where they can find you, man.
Find me right here playing on multiple platforms. You're on YouTube. Project Storm is the channel, y'all. I should have already. The link is in the description, I'm sure, y'all, so you can check me out. Also on Twitter at the Nephophiliac, where I get over there and pay attention to the streets and what everybody is saying. I be watching closely, man. So just out there having fun. It's always interesting to see what see people's thoughts and everything and their reactions to certain things. So yeah, that's where I'll be, just chopping up some 4K content, y'all. It's definitely not on a scheduled basis. So you got to subscribe to Catch the Storm because it's unpredictable, y'all. I could drop 8 videos in 5 days or 8 videos in 1 hour. You never know.
Shout out to the good brother Sean L. Welcome to the prescription, good brother. Thank you for becoming a member. We're about to get live with this after party. And of course, you can find me here on Stadia Dosage. You can find me on MM2K videos. We got a special video lined up next week. Storm, we ain't gonna tell them about it yet, but there's been a lot of debate. We had to negotiate the contracts. There's gonna be a good ass video next week. Y'all are not gonna want to miss this. It's going to be Stadia related, but it's going to be on the MM2K videos channel. It's four superstars. That's going to be on there talking about Stadia. It's going to be and I'm going to put it to you like this. It's not going to be a cheerleading fest. It's going to be a vigorous debate. Now, it's going to be a great discussion. It's going to include debate as well, but we'll give you more details on that later. All right. With that said, I think everybody dropped their links to their chat up in there. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all so much. If you're not a member, hit that link and become a member. Join the member community because we're going over to the after party right now. And until next time, have a wonderful gaming day. Peace.
Sean L. Good looking, Sean L. Peace, y'all.
Peace.